Hello FlossTube Stitchers. Recently I rearranged the crate display behind me to show some patriotic models because my vintage stitch for this week is patriotic. It's actually a matched set from Heinzit from their Charmed 3 series, and a friend had stitched them for me years ago. So the first one is Primitive Hair. And my friend's name was Janet. So Jan is short for Janet, but it also happens to be her initials. So we always got a kick out of how that worked. And I believe that says 1992. It could be a fancy 7, but I think it's 92. And I must admit that I did not frame them right away. I don't know how many years I had them before I decided what I was going to do. Maybe I was thinking of making them into pillows or putting them into the same frame with a mat, but then this is Primitive Cat. So eventually I had them framed. These are East Side moldings, 2 frames put together. And whenever I would have a Tupperware party or a stitch group, people would ask about them, and I'd have to say, no, I'm sorry, they're not in print any longer. But about a month ago, I was searching for something else and found by accident that one of her distributors carried them. So this is Primitive Hair, $12, and it comes with the silver charm. The charms are not on my pieces. She obviously stitched them for herself or for somebody else and used the charms, but I don't even miss them. All right, and then Primitive Lamb? No, isn't it supposed to be a cat? So I didn't even notice when I ordered them. There's no Primitive Cat to be found. These were the only 2 that were in the catalog. These are the only 2 that are on her website. So was there another companion piece to Primitive Lamb facing the opposite direction so that they made a pair? I don't know. There's no evidence anywhere on the internet that either of those 2 other charts ever existed. So I have Hare and Lamb. I don't know what happened to Cat. I'm going to do some more research, reach out to the designer again, and see what happened. Story to be continued. Alrighty, on to what's new. We got in some fabric, a little bit for everyone, I guess, as far as counts go. The first is 28 Lugana, and the color is called Whisper. I have it matched up to DMC 02. Very pretty gray. Gray is so in, and this is very nice because it doesn't have that greenish tone or too much blue in it like some grays do. The second one is also Lugana, but this is 32 count. And I have 369 and 523. So that's what that looks like. It's probably as light as the bottom color, but maybe not as bright. So that's why I put the other color there, so you could kind of get an idea. And then the third is a linen. A brand new, all these are new colors. Did I say the color of that one? No, I didn't. That last color, hello, it's just called green. Couldn't they have thought of something cuter than just green? All right, this is smoke blue. I have it matched up to 926. It's probably closer to 927, but I didn't have that in stock. So this is really pretty too. Definitely has a blue look to it, but it's still on the gray side. So hopefully you'll find some uses for those. I also got in all of the colors of Color Variations from DMC that I was missing. Some were back ordered and some I just had neglected to reorder. So I thought I would insert a video here showing you all of the colors up close and naming them, because they have numbers, but the names are so pretty and descriptive that I included those as well. Okay, I should be fully stocked with the DMC Color Variations this week. I got all the colors I was missing before, and I thought I'd show you a close-up and give you the names. 4000 is espresso, 4010 is winter sky, 4015 was stormy skies, 17 is polar ice, 20 is tropical waters, 22 is Mediterranean Sea, 25 is Caribbean Bay, 30 is Monet's Garden, and 40 is water lilies. Then in the next drawer, 4042 is Very Merry, 45 is Evergreen Forest, 47 is Emerald Isle, 50 is Roaming Pastures, 60 is Weeping Willow, and 65 is Morning Meadow. And in the back, 4066 is Amazon Moss, 68 is Camouflage, 69 is Margarita, 70 is Autumn Leaves, and 72 is Toasted Almond. 73 was Buttercup, 75 is Wheatfield, 77 Morning Sunshine, 80 is Daffodil Fields, 90 is Golden Oasis, 95 is Cupcake, 4100 is Summer Breeze, 4110 is Sunrise, 4120 is Tropical Sunset, 22 is Fall Harvest, 24 is Bonfire, 26 is Desert Canyon, and 28 is Gold Coast. Oops, I must be out of, how am I out of 28? 29 was Peanut Brittle. Oh, there's 28. All right, that was Gold Coast. I'll have to move that. Chilean Sunset is 30. Terracotta is 35. 40 is Driftwood. 45 is Sand Dune. 50 is Desert Sand. 4160 is Glistening Pearl. Let's see, 70 is Whispering Wind. 80 is Rose Petals. 90 is Ocean Coral. 4200 is Wildfire. 4205 is Caliente. 4210, Radiant Ruby. 4211 is Azalea. 4212 is Mixed Berries. 4214 is Cotton Candy. 4215 is Northern Lights. And 4220 was Lavender Fields. 30 is Crystal Water. 35, Arctic Sea. 37, Laguna Blue. 40, Midsummer Night. 45 is Mystical Midnight, and 50 is Berry Parfait. Then there's just 3 in this drawer. 4255 is Orchid. 4260 is Enchanted, and 65 is Purple Pansy. You guys were making me so hungry when I was reading your comments for the baking themed classic colorworks. That was the giveaway from last week, and I just picked out a few that I wanted to read that reminded me of some stories. So Jenny from Long Dog Stitcher said, "My favorite thing to bake is blueberry dump cake. So yummy, served with ice cream." And it reminded me that the weekend I met my husband, it was a blind date at a friend's family cabin at a lake. Not Lake Erie, but a lake. And I wasn't asked to bring anything, but the girls were going up the night before, and I thought I would bake something there, but I think I was concerned that maybe they didn't have all the supplies, or I didn't know how their oven worked, and so I thought the easiest thing to do would be to do a dump cake. So it was like a yellow cake mix, a stick of butter, a can of blueberry pie filling, and a can of pineapple. I can't remember if there was anything else in it, but they're pretty easy to make. And honestly, I was made to feel really bad about bringing something that wasn't home baked. And that stuck with me for quite a few years. And although I already baked and, you know, helped my mom cook dinner and that sort of thing. I had been out of college a couple years and still lived at home, so I helped. I wasn't the main baker or cook in the family, and I decided that I was going to learn how to bake everything I could from scratch. It wasn't a competition. I was never going to bake anything and compare it to hers or her daughter's. I think I just wanted to do it for myself. So the dump cake brought back, you know, kind of a bittersweet memory because it is the weekend that I was set up with George. Okay, the next comment was from Kim T. She goes by Y Attack 06. I'm not sure if it's Wyoming or just WY for another reason. But anyway, Kim said, I love baking pies, any kind. The only pie that I probably have never baked would be rhubarb. And my husband is a, you know, amateur gardener, and I had to learn to bake with rhubarb because it tends to be the most prolific thing in his garden. And I told her in the comments that when I first saw rhubarb, I thought, who ever ate this raw and thought it would be good to bake or make something sweet out of it? It just was so crazy to me. But I actually like rhubarb now. It's especially good with strawberry or other fruit, but honestly, I got used to it by itself too. So anyway, we bake with a lot of rhubarb in the summer. Then Cozy Mom, that's Kozy, Mom, says, I love to bake cinnamon twist pound cake, the most requested cake for family birthdays. And this is my birthday month, April, and our family birthday cake ended up being Boston cream pie. I don't know how it started. Maybe my mom made it one time and we all loved it and said, hey, we want this for our birthday. I don't remember, and she has Alzheimer's now, so she would not be able to tell us that story anymore. But it did become our birthday cake, and it was kind of hard to manage in spring and summer with hot weather when most of our birthdays are. So my mom made it with multiple layers, and I guess the correct way to make a Boston cream pie is to take one layer of yellow cake, cut it in half, and put the pudding inside, and then put the chocolate drizzle over top. Maybe so that she would have leftovers, maybe because we were a family of 5 and she didn't think it would go very far, or maybe she just did it wrong. I don't know. But she would make 2 full layers and put a whole thing of pudding in the middle of it. And so it would tend to slide a little bit. It was really hard to manage. Of course, she kept it in the refrigerator, but when it came time to serve, we were always worried that the top layer was going to fall off because most of our birthdays were later in the year. Both of my brothers are in June, and her birthday's in June as well. So that brought back really nice memories. We still do Boston cream pie when we get together for birthdays. Colette Rowberry, she said her favorite thing to bake is lemon cake. And that reminded me of my mom's mother, my grandmother Manning in West Virginia. And her favorite flavor was lemon. And I especially remember her lemon loaf with lemon glaze. And I do have her recipe. But the story is that when she broke her hip and ended up in rehab and then ended up in a nursing home, we were cleaning out her house. We found bottles of lemon extract everywhere, in every cupboard, behind every closet door, in drawers. She loved lemon extract, and I don't know if that was because she was a disorganized housekeeper, she really didn't like to clean, or if she didn't have room in the kitchen cupboards, or she probably had dementia sooner than we realized, and so maybe she didn't even realize she was putting them different places. But I just have this memory of finding little secret stashes of lemon extract all throughout her house. Then I wanted to share with you a recipe from Faith Mader, and I looked it up because I wanted you to be able to find it if you Googled it. Look up stuffed brookie cups, and Kitchen Fun with My 3 Sons has it on their site. But she basically said you take chocolate chip cookie dough and you put a portion in the bottom of a muffin tin. Then you put a Reese cup on top, and then you put brownie batter on top of that. Hello, I'm making my grocery list for this week right now with those items. I'm sure you could do homemade cookie and brownie batters, but the recipe tells you to do it with pre-made. And hey, why not for a quick treat sometime? So thanks, Faith. You made me hungry, and that's what we're going to have this week for dessert. Then the last one is Linda Bizarski, dark fudge chocolate brownies. Hello, Linda. We could be best friends because after cookies, brownies is probably my second favorite thing to bake. And Linda, your name was chosen by the random number generator, so you get these. And I already have your address because we've done business before, so I will get those out in the mail to you. And this week's giveaway is compliments of Puntini Puntini. She sent me these two charts, Home Sweet Home and Sunflowers Make Me Happy, in my Needlework Expo order, and I thought I would pass them along to you. So in your comments, if you just say something about home or something about sunflowers or both, you could be in the drawing for either of those patterns. I think that's it. If I forget anything, I guess I'll stick it in the middle somewhere. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.